All right. Shalom. First, I want to start off with saying Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah. Call on Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem, Rikah Kodash, double honor sponsor, elders, Greg Millstone, who rule and teach well. Peace, salutation to all you Aki four corners on the earth, all you Aqua that listen and learn. Hey, keep listening. We almost out of here. This thing is coming to an end. Hey, this is this age is coming to an end. Okay, this age that we are currently in is coming to an end, to an end, right? I was just listening to Canadian Prepper, and and you can tell by the look of his face, like he's distressed because he understands and knows what's coming down the pipe. Because he gets a lot of information, and he know uh, what's going on in the world where the media hides everything on this side of life. On the Western media hides the truth. They lie. Satan lies about what's really going on and the things that's about to transpire. Because when the shit, when the SHTF his happens, it's gonna catch you by surprise. We gonna all well, I'm not gonna be surprised, but 2/3 of our people, 2/3 Negro, Latino, Native Americans, Seminole Indians, the wicked nations, the heathens, Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, all the heathen nations, they're gonna be all taken by surprise, right? It's gonna be a surprise to them when the Lord come back, and the Lord come back starting with the chaos and calamity that comes upon this earth. He's already showing he's stepping into this earth, right? Because there's so much hell going on, there's so much chaos that you can tell the Lord is coming. Right, the Lord is stepping. The Lord is basically stepping off His throne through Yahweh Shai and the angels. That's Yahweh stepping off His throne. Right, is Yahweh Shai and the angels and the calamity upon this earth, the destruction and the chaos is the Lord. Okay, but right quick, I'm gonna play part of this video, and then I'm gonna go on to a scripture. So, all right, but I don't have very long. I gotta go to sleep to get back to. You know how I go. Yeah, slave in this fucking system. All right, but anyway. So let me with further without further ado, let me play this video.
Struggling with a mild fever, but I will be fine. Please, no sympathy in the comment sections. I don't need it. I'm a big boy. I'm going to be perfectly fine. I just have not been able to explicate the news to the standard that I typically do. So I've not made any update videos, but here we go. And boy, do we have a backlog of things to discuss. A lot of them are ongoing. As we speak, right this minute, we have 15 Russian strategic bombers in the air en route to Ukraine. Where their targets are going to be, we don't know, but we know fall is approaching, and that means that they're likely going to heavily start targeting critical infrastructure, and it's going to be a hell of a long winter. Oil prices are skyrocketing. Once again, the U.S. is now filling their strategic oil reserve. Well, prices are rocketing. That should tell you something. We also have Ukraine security chief saying that World War III has already begun. Alexei Danilov, while next to David Petraeus, said that it's already begun, so everybody just needs to own up to what's going on and get ready. We also have a Russian general.
Like I said, hey, it's time to own up to what's going on and get ready. They're trying to hide from the truth. They're trying to hide from the Lord and from the scriptures. They're trying to hide that Yahweh Shema Shai ain't doing nothing. That this thing is not coming to an end. They're trying to cover it up, but it's only so long before the shit starts spilling out and overflowing. It's only so long before it starts showing what's really happening, right? But right quick, I'm only got two scriptures. I mean, it's many scriptures we can hit, but I don't have time right at the moment to go jump to many scriptures. So I'm just gonna grab two hidden scriptures, right? But I'm gonna start here. This is Nahum, chapter 3, verse 1. Woe to the bloody city. And everybody know the bloodiest city is America. America is the bloodiest city of all cities. There's so much robbery, rape, murdering. The so-called white man has done so much devastation to the natives, to the so-called natives, what you call natives, which are Gadites, right, which are Israelites. You know, all the tribes from the North America to Central to South America, right? The blood of Esau, Edom, and then stretch it to the heathen nations. The blood of Esau, Edom onto the heathen nations is terrible. Like they because it said they killed, what was it, over 1 million Iraqis. You know, oh shit, hell, they over in Syria right now. What are they doing in Syria? They're stealing all the oil. They over there, they control all Syria's oil fields, right? They over in the land of Syria, controlling and using the oil fields. See, this is the bloody city. So woe to the bloody city. It is all full of lies and robbery. The prey departeth not. We're the prey. We have yet to be out of here. But the Lord is bringing us out through this changeover, through all this calamity that's going on. Okay. The noise of a whip and the noise of rattling of the wheels, and that's them tanks, and the missiles is coming, and of the prancing horses, and that's the missiles, and the jumping chariots. Okay. The horseman lifteth up both the bright sword and the glittering spear, and that's gonna be them rockets. Okay. The glittering spear and them bright swords. That's them rockets that's gonna be shooting out, the cannons that's gonna be shooting. When you see it, big ass flash of light, it bursts. That's the glittering, right? It's gonna glitter like when you see the fire, the 4th of July, the missiles is gonna be glittering upon the sky. Okay. The horseman lifteth up both the bright sword and the glittering spear, and there is a multitude of slain and a great number of carcasses, and there is none end of their corpses. It makes you think of Psalms 91st chapter. 1,000 by my side and 10,000 by my right hand. Okay, but no harm shall come near thee. Right, the pestilence that 91st Psalm is talking about is the missiles, as well as the sicknesses that's going to be going on as well. But those missiles is a pestilence. It's a plague. The missiles are a plague as well, as it's going to be different type of. And they talk about them new sicknesses. Now they trying to make everybody mask up again. In certain places you can't go now, especially like in New York and California. They start to make them mask up again. You know, so this shit ain't lasting long. You know, this shit ain't. We ain't got very long. It's tough for what it is, but we ain't got very long. You know. They're hiding all this shit that's going on, you know. Because of the multitude of the whoredoms of the well-favored harlot. And America's well-favored by all the nations, right? That's coming to an end, but this is where you got all your luxuries from, right? America, they outsourced everything, right? And they gave all these nations all this money, and they bought all the goods in from all these nations. This is a consumer nation. Right, we consume everything from other nations. They steal from other nations. They steal their wealth. Everything America is stolen. You know, it's just everything is a theft. It's a bloody city and it's robbery. All it is robbery, right? Because of the multitude of the whoredoms of the well-favored harlot, the mistress of witchcraft, right? That selleth nations through her whoredoms and families through her witchcraft. Now it said that they have been all our brothers that's coming out of Mexico and El Salvador and Ecuador and all these places that's coming up to the Americas that was running out of the Central and South Americas. That they were kids that had came without no parent. And they've been taking them and selling them to Americans. They'll take them from from these ports, and they'll start transferring them into different families in America. You know, where they've been bought, and they basically slave trafficking. You know, and these kids is telling them like, I don't know who this is I'm supposed to go to. And this dude was talking about it. He was saying that this Edomite was saying that they will go down to Texas to the Walmart. It's a Walmart down in Texas by the border. And they was housing all these kids. And they started dispersing them through America, different places. Tennessee, Florida. It's really big in Florida, really big in California, really big in was New York. Certain places they would get the information to go and take these kids and they will sell them, man. Sell them into Americans for slaves, for whatever slave, whatever they're doing with them. We know what America is, so we already know what Babylon does. All right. So through her whoredoms and families, through her witchcraft, right? And that's witchcraft, Behold, I am against thee, saith the Lord of hosts. So the Lord is against Babylon, America, right? And I will discover thy secrets upon thy face, and I will show the nations thy nakedness, and the kingdoms thy shame. And that's what the Lord is doing now. Their shame is all over the place. You can go on the news. We're not going to go on Western media news and hear the shame, but you can go underground news. You can find these news on YouTube, on like Rumble. You can find different people talking about what's really going on, like what's really going on in Ukraine. Like the one guy they arrested him for telling about what Ukraine was doing. I forgot, I can't think of his name right now, but they done threw him in prison, man, for reporting on what's going on over in Ukraine. This world is dirty, it's filthy, right? This shit is bloody, it's wicked, it's deceitful, it's full of lies and robbery, right? And the prey departeth not. All right, and y'all can read through if you want to read through the rest of that, all the way through Nahum to 13 is, hey, you can reread through because I gotta make this a little short. Don't really mean to, but I'm right quick. Matter of fact, I'm gonna play this a little bit, and then I'm gonna hit my next. Nahum 1 through 13 is heavy. Just read it. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's heavy, but this shit is coming to an end. This age is dying, right? The oil they're trying to hide. The oil they're trying to hide. They're trying to because the Saudis they have, I think it's until January, the 1st, and the Saudis officially become BRICS nation, and they officially tie the oil in with Russia, China, Brazil, right? It's the BRICS nations, so they officially tie in with their currency, not their petrodollar. So they got the petrodollar is just the collapse is coming, and you can't. There's no way out of it. It's done. It's over. It just takes time for that will. When you go to Ecclesiastes, right, the grinding shall cease. It just takes time. Ecclesiastes 12, I think it's 12th chapter. It takes time for that will to come to a halt, and that's what they're doing. The nations are sick of this devil, and also the Edomites in France, Ham down in so-called Africa. They putting them all out of fucking Africa, out of so-called Africa. They put them out of there. They're getting rid of the French. The uranium. They took the uranium up like 200%. France was getting uranium like pennies on the dollar. Shit, they've been fighting with France so heavy. They trying to get France out of there. They raised the price of uranium like 200%. Now they actually have to pay. If they want uranium, they gotta pay. They gotta actually pay what the actual price of it is. They can no longer colonize and oppress and just use and abuse the people, man. The nations, the nakedness of Esau Edom is being uncovered. The wickedness of Esau Edom has been uncovered, and it's being uncovered on a daily. Every day there's some new shit coming out, and it's some new dirt and filth that's leaking out from up under the skirt of this devil. The Lord lifted up his skirt upon his face, and it's just us. It's like us. It's filthy, right? Okay, let me play this video, then I'm gonna go to my last scripture.
A former Russian general who wrote the nation's war Bible, insisting that nuclear war is inevitable and that they need to be doing everything they can right now to prepare the population.
That's right. Prepare the population for war because this was coming. Woe to the bloody city. Destruction. Destruction is coming. Joel the 2nd, Joel the 3rd chapter. This shit is coming, man. Okay, the Israelis is getting it in. North Korea is giving missiles, is giving a shitload of artillery to Russia. Okay, North Korea, China's surrounding fucking Taiwan. Hey, this shit is about to hit a level. We in Jacob's trouble. It's just about to really get hot. Jacob's trouble has been cold. It's about to heat the fuck up. Like the oven about to be on blast. This is the fire about to be hotter than the Maui fire in this motherfucker. Okay, no, hey, like what's that? Ecclesiastes? It's Ecclesiasticus. It's fire on one hand and fire on water on the right hand. When everywhere you go, you can this path is gonna be so tight. You can only walk one way, and that way is Yahweh Hashem Shai, man. You know. Hold on. Let me. I got that scripture right here on my phone. Let me see. Let me grab that scripture right quick. I want to see. This is how when the spirit get to going, man. You know, the spirit get to kicking. You know. Select. I'm trying to find the scripture. I got it on my phone. I gotta find Ecclesiasticus, I believe. Oh, okay, see that's Satan. No, my phone don't want to work. It's fucking Satan, man. Slakia, just bear with me. Salakia. Hey. Oh no. My bowel's wrong. It's Ezra's. Okay. Yeah, there you go. That's Ezra's, second Ezra. All right, come. This second Ezra's chapter 7, verse 7. Hold on. Okay. Yeah, I'm just started 7. This is like Ezra 7 verse 7. The entrance thereof is narrow and is set in a dangerous place to fall, like as if there were a fire on the right hand and on the left a deep water. And that's what this is. That's what's happening now. All these nations coming up against Esau, Edom. It's a fire on the right hand, and on the left hand there's deep ass water. No matter where you turn, the chaos is just going to be every fucking where. Let's go back to 91st Psalms. The prayer of protection. You got to pray that the Lord put protection around you, because it's going to be so much shit. It's going to be Second Ezra 15th chapter, 16th chapter. These things is going to be killing. It's going to be murdering, killing. It's going to be raping, robbing, looting. I mean, it's just gonna be and then what you can fucking loot a store right now, as long as you don't loot it over $999 over in California and in New York. For sure, you can go loot the store. They said people been walking in the stores, stealing shit out of the stores, and walk right out, and there's nothing they can do about it. They tell them, they say, don't even call the police, because you can report it, but the police are just gonna tell them like, well, look, they didn't steal over $999, not a felony. So you got, hey, shit is coming to a close, because once people start looting these stores gonna have to close their doors. Now you got a food shortage because everybody been stealing food. Hey, this shit is going. Hey, Satan is setting this shit up for the biggest fall, and the biggest problem is that nobody's paying attention. Everybody's living a fucking life, smoking a dope, doing their drugs, popping their booties, doing whatever the bullshit they doing in life, but they are not paying attention to what is going on in this world. And the shit is about to go flip. Okay? The SHTF is here, and you don't see it, and you don't understand it because you don't pay attention to it. Okay? But we as men of the Lord, we're open to it. We pay attention to the things that's going on. I work a whole lot, but I'm constantly listening to the news, to the underground news. I don't listen to that westernized bullshit, Western media. I find the right news. You can go find the news 24/7. You can go, got like brothers, Canadian Prepper. There's a lot of different news guys out here that push news, and they'll tell you, can give you some good information. You can find the news in a whole lot of different places, like Redacted. There's a lot of different places that kick off news that you need to know. Okay, but this shit is getting heavy. It's getting worse day by the day, and you just got to be ready. You got to prepare, and prepare starts mentally. And first, you prepare about if you are a hopeful elect, you prepare by praying to Yahweh Shem Shai without stopping, without ceasing. Okay, we pray and pray and pray to Yahweh Shem Shai that when this shit gets super hot and it's kicking, that He has us, that we're protected. Okay. Back to the scripture, 2 Ezra chapter 7, verse 8. And one only path between them both, even between the fire and the water, so small that there could but one man go there at once. Oh, thank you, Tawana. Appreciate it. So that's how it is. It's, that's what it's gonna be. It's gonna be so hard to get through. You're gonna be barely finding your way through. It's gonna be so much calamity, so much destruction that you're gonna barely get past to get through any of it. Okay. All right. Now let me go. I'm just play a little bit more of this video.
That inevitability. Okay, more and more people are starting to talk about the inevitability of nuclear conflict. We have rumors, and these are just rumors, that there are currently B-2 stealth bombers stationed in Britain. Now, they've made some visits recently to Norway, one of the first times they've ever broached the European mainland, I do believe. So this is clearly a signal towards Russia. We know that they're going to be getting F-35s that are going to be armed with nuclear weapons soon. All of this is escalatory, guys. We have Russian nuclear bombers covered with tires. Some people are saying these are makeshift coke cages of sorts. Others are saying that it's a way of bamboozling incoming drones, tracking navigation systems. I'm not sure. It sounds like they're more so, what are they called? Like slat armor, a way to diffuse any sort of explosive potential of these drones. Anyways, I mean, every day now, Moscow's airports are being shut down periodically as a result of these drone strikes. We have a very unique nuclear missile test that took place today in the United States. We'll talk about why it's unique in just a moment. We have more anti-aircraft systems being installed in and around Russia. They already have S-300, S-400 Pantsir systems. Now they're installing even more. Okay, we have this incident that happened in Romania. Many of you probably already know, this audience is fairly well versed and up to date with respect to the goings on in Ukraine. But if you didn't know, there was a piece of a Russian drone, a piece or the drone in its entirety, we're not quite sure yet. There's conflicting reports of a drone that landed in Romania as the Russians were trying to target a port that was obviously in Ukraine. Now, originally, the Romanians denied this. They're like, hey, we realize what's happening here. You know, the Ukrainians are trying to suck NATO into a conflict. But after, and just today, they came out and said, actually, it looks like we have found something. And if it's determined that this drone, in fact, landed on our territory, then there may, and I emphasize may, be the invocation of an Article 4 situation, which, of course, would call all of the NATO members together to discuss what the next step is going to be. Article 4 is essentially Article 5, because understand Article 5 is NATO's declaration of war. Ostensibly, it's a declaration of war against Russia. So Article 4 as the run-up to that, Article 5, a declaration of war.
The city will never be the same.
Locked.
But we're going to help it get back.
Against Russia immediately could possibly go nuclear. So Article 4 is pretty much.
So it's going to go nuclear. So right here. So I'm about to end this off. but right here you can watch this anyway. This guy's called Canadian Prepper. Good for y'all to watch. You know, he do a lot of prepping. He even sell different kinds of meats and foods, and you know, for the end times, you know, hey, get you some, you know, because yeah, you got to start preparing. Better to be prepared than unprepared, right? All right, so you know, everybody's going around spending your money on all this other crazy shit, and you better start preparing for, you know, that for the calamity and the fall of America, because this shit is going down, right? And this video is a great video. You need to really watch the whole video. I don't have time to let it play, but watch the whole video. And it's just, it is what it is. America's falling. Okay, Babylon is falling. All right. This is Joel chapter 2. I'm gonna start at verse 1. Blow ye the trumpet in Zion, and that's what I'm doing. That's what all the elect men, hopefully elect men. I'm not gonna call myself an elect man because you know I could be doing way more. I'd be lacking on videos, and I know I was at camp, but you know, because my weeks is fucked up. But anyway, like I say, man, we in slavery. It's captivity as hell. But blow ye the trumpet in Zion and sound an alarm. And that's what we doing. We sounding this alarm heavy. Okay. Men of the Lord, you know, the apostles, the elders, and they constantly pushing. You know, so hey, man, you know, hey, so the water to them brothers, you know, you know, for, you know, call Lord Yahweh Shema Shah for GMS, man. You know, for them brothers, they be pushing his word, they pushing his truth, and you know, and this, hey, we need that alarm sound. And so, you know, we get on and do what we can when we can. So and sound an alarm in my holy mountain, right? What's your mountain goes back to a government, right? And we are the government of Yahweh Shai, right? We make up of the body of the government. Let all the inhabitants of the land tremble, for the day of the Lord cometh, for it is nigh at hand. So if you sound alarm and the day of the Lord is coming and he's nigh at hand, that's scary. That's like, fuck. Oh shit. You know what I'm saying? Like sound alarm. Whoo, shit. Y'all about he coming. Like it ain't gonna be nothing good, right? Because he got woes, calamity, and death and destruction coming behind him, right? A day of darkness. Okay, verse 2. A day of darkness and of gloominess, a day of clouds and of thick darkness, as the morning spread upon the mountains, a great people and a strong. There have not been ever the like, neither shall be any more after it, even to the years of many generations. A fire devoureth before them. See, the nuclear missiles is coming. We talk about nuclear war, right? And behind him, a flame burneth. The land is as the Garden of Eden before them, right? So it's beautiful. You see it before. It's like, oh, it's so plush and beautiful and greeny. And oh, yeah. Is as the Garden of Eden before them, and behind them, a desolate wilderness. Nothing left. It's been burnt up. It's burning. Right? And that's what the missiles is going to do. So that's when the Lord come. The Lord come is thick darkness. He comes in death, in destruction. Okay? Lord not coming in peace. He's coming to kill, to murder, to slay, to put into to wipe out of the existence. He's coming to put wickedness away. Okay? Lord don't come and it's a good time. You don't want Yahweh Shai coming, because that means it's about to be some shit. It's going down. It's going, and can't nobody stop him. And that's all this nuclear war, all this calamity, all everybody's setting up. They're getting set up. North Korea is setting up. They're setting up to go into to help go into Taiwan. They setting up to go and wipe out little South Korea. They setting up to get ready to help China with Taiwan. They setting up to help Russia with NATO. Africa setting up to help Libya. They all getting ready. Gog and Magog, it's all getting ready. Everybody's getting ready. Ezekiel 38 chapter. Everybody's getting ready. It's getting ready. Everybody's getting ready for the final countdown, right? Everybody getting ready for the big show. It's the big show. sure. Hey, they get ready, man. It's about to go down, right? This the battle of the bulges or whatever the fuck they call it. All right, but and behind them a flame burneth the land, and behind them a flame burneth the land. A flame burneth the land is as the garden of Eden before them, and behind them a desolate wilderness. Yea, and nothing shall escape them. So there ain't nobody gonna get away from this. Everybody gonna get got. Okay, everybody gonna get got. Now you can read the rest. You can read the rest of this. Is a beautiful chapter. Talk about the noise of the chariots. It's all about the missiles. Like, let me jump. Let me just read a few more. The appearance of them is as the appearance of horses, and as a horseman, so shall they run. This is the missiles. Like the noises of chariots on the tops of the mountains, shall they leap. Missiles is hitting. Right? Like the noises of a flame of fire that devoureth the stubble, as a strong people set in battle array. Before their face, the people shall be much pain. The people shall be much pain. It's gonna be hell. It's gonna be hell. This ain't gonna be easy. People going around like it ain't nothing. Oh, life is all. We still smoking dope and doing our shit, hanging out, partying. Oh, this shit ain't happening. It ain't never no going nowhere. Do you know why they say they over in Ukraine fighting? Do you understand why they say they over in Ukraine fighting? They over in Ukraine fighting. They don't gonna fight you because they want to fight. They know they gotta fight Russia, but they don't want to fight over in America. They trying to fight over there, Russia, so they don't have to bring the fight here, but it's gonna come here. Ain't no choice. Because once you open that door with that, it's automatically the goal for Russia is to come, and China is to come here, because see, they don't open the door for China and Russia because of Taiwan and because of Ukraine. That opens the door for both. So because of that, you're gonna have Russians, you're gonna have all kind of military from the BRICS nations up in this bitch. Okay, they coming. They coming to a city near your ass. They gonna come. They gonna. If you ever watch that movie Red Dawn, watch that movie Red Dawn. Hey, when the Edomites was laying up in their house and they was asleep, and he heard a whole bunch of rumbling and dumbling and bumbling, and he was running like, what the fuck? He jumped up and looked out, and the motherfucking soldiers was jumping out the sky. Hey, they coming. Because this bitch gonna get it. Okay, they coming because see, they done opened up the door. They done opened up. Ukraine was the opening, and Taiwan is it's just the cap. It's the cherry on top. Shit gonna go down. Okay, you watch and see. Get your popcorn ready. Right? Well, you better get your pre-made meals ready. Before their faces, the people shall be much pain. And if they was right, they'll be warning us to get ready. They'll be having everybody get ready because they know the war is coming. But why the Western media don't tell you? Because they want you to sleep. Because they don't want you to be afraid. Same thing they did to Ukraine. Russia started building up their army over on their border. They said, oh, don't worry, but they're just doing a military exercise. Russia was like, yeah, we just doing a military exercise. The Western media kept saying it. Oh, they're just doing a military exercise. They're just building up massive amount of troops just to do it. They're wasting all that fucking gas and all that fucking economics that it takes to get all that all the vehicles to the border and all that manpower. They just doing it for the fuck of it. And so Russia was like, yeah, we're just practicing. We're not gonna fuck with you guys. And then next thing you know, they blew Mariupol almost up. They blew that bitch down. So believe that shit if you want to. Keep listening to these devils if you like. Better prepare. All right. So the people shall be much pain. All faces shall gather blackness. Fear. They shall run like mighty men. They shall climb the wall like men of war. And they shall march every one on his way. And they shall not break their ranks. That's the missiles. Ain't no stopping it. The Lord's hand is going to be guiding it. You understand? Neither shall one thrust another. They shall walk every one in his path. They ain't going to be blowing each other up. And when they fall upon the sword, they shall not be wounded. They shall run to and fro in the city. They shall run upon the wall. They shall climb up upon the houses. They shall enter in at the windows like a thief. It's going to be, man, when the missiles come, it's going to just be utter chaos. And the chaos already going to be assumed before they even come in the first place. See, because you're going to have race wars. You're going to have riots. You're going to have it's going to be so much shit going on. It's just going to be uncontrollable. Right? Verse 10. The earth shall quake before them. That's because they're going to be blowing this bitch up. The heavens shall tremble. The sun and the moon shall be dark, and the stars shall withdraw their shining. And the Lord Yahweh Bashim al-Shai shall utter his voice before his army. And all that's the Lord's army. Okay? For his camp is very great. For he is strong that executeth his word. For the day of the Lord is a great and very terrible. Let me read that again. For the day of the Lord, Yahweh, God, Jesus, is great and very terrible. And who can abide it? Hey, look, so what I said, I'm Yaquan from YSO Yahweh Shai Sanctified was. Hey, keep striving, keep pushing. The Lord is coming. Shalom.